I think we only have time for a few more questions. Next up.
Hello. I got a question for the director. I'm assuming you guys got a lot of action in this movie, and I'm just wondering, were there any difficulties performing certain stunts, or if anybody got injured slightly or something?
There were several injuries. Kristen went down with a sprained ankle at one point. No deaths. I'm very proud of that. Maintaining a long-standing record of not killing anyone on my films. There's a CGI element to this film and an action element to this film that are more intense than in the first movie. It was stuff that I'd done before, and really it's about hiring the best people who know more than I do about it, frankly. So it's not like I'm an impresario of action or a CG. I just happen to know people who are good at it. I wish I could tell you more exciting stories of horrible injuries. I will tell you that Taylor did every single stunt that he could possibly get his hands on. Every stunt except the ones that the insurance company said he was not allowed to do. So really, if Jacob is doing something dangerous or impressive in the film, it's pretty much Taylor doing it. And Rob just sort of stood there looking good, really.
Thank you. All right, next question.
Hi guys, my name is Bailey, and the first comment is for Ashley. Choose it. And the question I wanted to ask was, how was it working with the rest of the cast, from the poultry and stuff like that? It was so much fun. The cast in the original in Twilight was great, and we all get along, and we all really like each other, so it's really, really fun to go to work every day. And then, there was a couple of new kids that came in, all of which were really talented actors, and actually all of us really got along, which I think is kind of unheard of with such a huge young cast. So it was really fun. I think, I learned a lot from working with all the different people.
Next question.
Hi, my name's Anthony. My question is for Taylor. I was just wondering, dude, can you teach me how you worked out and stuff, because I want to, fucking my girl, These love handles ain't working, bro, for real.
But actually, it does bring up a good point. What kind of program did you have to go through? Regimen?
Well, obviously getting in the gym and finding a personal trainer to help me. But the thing that I found is that I originally was in the gym and started to eat a lot. I put on some weight, and then I randomly started losing weight, and I started freaking out. I'm like, where's all this weight that I was putting on going? And what I found was I was actually overworking myself. I was in the gym 6 to 7 days a week and doing 2-a-days, and I was actually burning more calories than I was taking in. So that was my biggest problem, so I actually had to cut things back. And whenever I would break a sweat, my trainer would have me stop and relax. Kristen teased me about that on set a lot.
But don't freak out, you might burn a few too many calories.
But the hardest thing for me was eating. Eating constantly and good foods, but always
Health tip, eat constantly. But you should give a shout out to Jordan, right? I mean, your trainer.
Yeah, my trainer, Jordan Young, he's really, really talented, and he helped me a lot with this process. And he's always on set, shoving food in my mouth. I'll be talking to somebody, he comes up with a plate, and he's and he wakes me up in the morning, he's take this protein shake, and I'm dude, I'm sleeping. But yeah, I have a lot of people listening.
First I want to say thank you for coming to San Diego Comic-Con. There are literally thousands of people here that really needed you to come. My question is, how much have you guys prospered from everything? Has it made you stronger, for being Edward Cullen. And this is to everyone. Sorry about that.
No, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a part. You just go into it and, like, you know, and your life, you know, you're walking along the street. I mean, that's a really bad analogy. You step on, like, a little stone and it just kind of flies away and you have no idea where it's going. And then you kind of, and then you're just trying not to drown afterwards. And that's,
What is he talking about?
That doesn't really make any sense.
I would actually like to know, I'm sure you'd much rather hear from the actors, but I would like to say one thing, which is that the last film that I made was recut by the studio, and my experience with it ended up being quite a terrible one. And this has been entirely different, both dealing with Summit and dealing with this young cast. And as much as, you know, they've said some very kind things about me, which I told them to, but it's been a tremendously rejuvenating process for me. I now remember how much fun it can be to make a film, and that really comes from the people that you work with.
Okay, let's do one more quick question, and then I gotta cut it off. So one more quick question.
My question is for Taylor. I'm 1/8 Caillou and 1/8 Cherokee Indian, and so you playing a Native American, have you learned anything about them or their cultures or any of their traditions?
Yes. For Twilight, I actually had the opportunity to have some Quileute Indians come to Portland, and I actually had the opportunity to have dinner with them and talk to them. And the main thing I was focusing on is I wanted to learn more about the kids my age and what they like to do in their free time. And I was expecting something really different, and I was expecting to have to change myself, you know, to be able to do that. But I asked this kid who looked around my age, I was like, so what do you do in your free time? What do you do for fun? He's like, you know, I play basketball, I go to the beach. And I was like, what do you do at the beach? Throw the football around? He goes, no, I check out girls. It was really funny. So the interesting thing that I learned is that they're just like me. They do the same things I do.
Actually,
So yeah, it was awesome to have the opportunity to meet with them and learn more about their legends and stuff. And it was really great. I'm really thankful that they came down to Portland from Forks.
Taylor actually speaks Quileute in New Moon. It's true.
It's true. I do get to say a Quileute line. I'm excited for you guys to hear it. It's kind of fun.
Oh, you'll have to wait. Very important.